Let's do it! Greetings one and all, my name is Lancer and welcome to the finale of Higurashi Kai, as well as the end of our Higurashi reaction series. Again, before you get all up in arms, I know that there's more after this. Again, I'm going off of what other people have told me, which I want to believe more because I don't want the series to go on forever, is that really it's just Higurashi 2006 and then Higurashi Kai, and that's really all you need. And well, I'll see how I feel after this final episode on whether or not I want to see more, but in terms of like Higurashi Go and a lot of like the other like OVA stuff, I'm gonna watch that in my own time. But despite all that, we still got one final episode to watch. And yeah, last time on, our gang was almost thwarted by Takano. It seemed like Rika was gonna be captured, but then Akasaka showed up and just kicked everybody's ass. Shion, Kasai, and Irie went and sprung Tomatake, and also Irie showed Shion just like, hey, Satoshi's still alive, he's undergoing treatment, and once all this is over, you two could be together, and hopefully we can figure out a cure. Pretty much giving her the motivation to continue to fight. And well, yeah, speaking of fighting, everyone's been, you know, doing the booby traps, getting all the other soldiers like trapped and stuff, and Takano's here in the forest, and I think it's gonna be a final fight. What a way to send off this crazy show, with all the wonders of supernatural and realism and all of this garbage. I say garbage, but it was good shit. Maybe it'll just end with a good old fisticuffs between some girls. So for one last time for Higurashi, let's get right into the episode. Festival Music Chapter Part 11, The End. It better be, one last time with this opening, a beautiful but terrifying show. Really, like, Kai has flown by faster than season 1 did, to be honest. I mean, it was a little shorter, but even so. And to be fair, it was more just like, we understood what's happening more now with this while still getting answers. If for nothing else, this has been a very fun show. I mean, the intro kind of just spoiled that Hanyuu would be in physical form. I just never took it in. But alright, yeah, we're about to get shot with an RPG. Ute! Damn. Just keeping an eye on him. How pumped were those tires? Sunk really far. The Bunkin. Are they better than the Yamainu? Yeah. Actually trained. Well, let's see. They'll probably conveniently arrive once everything's already been dealt with. Yeah. Yeah, we need you, man. You can fucking kick ass. Breaking rank. Was she even with her to begin with? Ah. Club leader. Surrendering, huh? When they're right there. You're trying to recruit her. Keiichi's wife. I mean, yeah, club leader. Cute mode. The goddess Hanyuu. Take that for all your military jargon. Can't even beat a club president. Damn. Back to reality. Only temporarily? Why not permanently revoked? She's gonna take things into her own hands, I feel like. Better fucking be. Nah. Maybe he'll look after her once this is all over. Takano's she's still around though. Oh yeah, she's finding out about Satoshi. Wait, what? She just dipped?
Yeah,
the Bunkin are the real deal. Gonna set fire to the place. Accept defeat. You're not God. You never were meant to be. You can't always win. Being trampled on again. No, it's your hope.
政治的アクションに使えるかどうとがサンサにまだ期待している役割があるんです。
A fool.
一発だけ入ってます。自決ってやつですわ。
Just kill yourself.
海軍の将の責任ってやつですわ。
そんな。
Take responsibility.
すでに東京はその準備に入ってますね。
That's crazy. Will she take that easy way out?
投稿を説得するも堅くなに拒否。銃撃戦になりやむなく射殺って筋書きの方ですか。
筋書き。
So why not just shoot her? The last bit of control she has in her life.
頼りにしてた東京の野村さんですよ。
Been played from the start.
ピエロは退場も踊りながらするもん。
Okay, but why do you have to do it like this?
サンサ。俺も雨だ。
Yes, it's just what the fuck. It ends how it began for her, just running in the forest. Not over. She still has a gun with one bullet in it. And then, yep, crying on it. After all this work. God, strike me with your lightning. Is she gonna see Hanyuu? Oh my god.
お前は人のように生きていいよって。人として。
Wanted someone to pat your head and tell you you did good. Oh, woe is me. Oh, look at this, the consequences of my actions. Who's that bullet gonna be for?
人を超える存在にして人の罪を許す存在。人には許せぬ。我こそが人を許そう。そなたを許そう。
You are forgiven. That's even worse than giving her mercy. She can still.
救えることはできそうね。
Yep.
ミオンちゃん、血を撃たれたくなかったら一歩前に出なさい。
What if there's no bullets in that gun? What if it's a trick?
あなたのおかげでめちゃくちゃよ。
Really, Mion?
どうせ私は許されない。
I figured she'd shoot Rika.
せめてお返しをさせて。やけくそかよ。その通りよ。弾も一発しかないもの。
Just damn true.
高野。誰も動いちゃダメよ。だから誰に当たるかわかんなくなっちゃうからね。
Her voice. Nah.
誰かを撃たれるくらいなら自分が撃たれようという自己犠牲。
I feel like it's gonna be Hanyuu though.
絶対に私に当てな。
Yeah.
私以外の仲間に当ててみろ。
Don't miss.
動くんじゃないよ。私は部長さ。
It's
みんなを背中に守れるなら。あなたたちよくゲームをするわよね。トランプのババ抜きはうちらはジジ抜きばっかだよ。同じようなルールよ。
same game.
ババ抜きと同じ。誰もが一枚のババを互いに押し付け合う。一人の敗者という生贄を求めるゲーム。私はそのババを引いた。
You were the Joker all along. Yep.
勇敢なるミオン。あなたの勇気はそれで十分です。どの世のババ抜きが必ず誰かに押し付けられなければならないのなら。リカ、この世界はすごく楽しかったです。僕も部活メンバー
I like her bouncing back and forth.
一緒に過ごせた時間は
I will forgive man.
本当に幸せだった。
It is the Christ metaphor, unless.
さあ、撃て人の子よ。押し付けずには済まぬ。
Yeah, but what if it goes through you into Mion?
死ね。
You are trash. You couldn't. Clearly not trained well with guns.
私たちはババ抜きではなくジジ抜きしかやらないと笑ったけど、全然違うゲームなの。1枚のカードが足されたら敗者が出ないゲームになる。かけた1枚のカードが加わり、
Hanyuu was the missing card.
具の骨頂。この世界に敗者はいらない。
We're all winners, I guess.
1000年の旅の最後にたどり着いた答えよ。
Thought it was 100.
高野さんさ、あなたを逮捕します。
Yeah, this is for the best. No one needs to die
私が
on either side. Unless, though, it ends that way. That'd be something.
おじいちゃんのスクラップ持っていくの。
That thing's. Yeah, yep.
調査部の富武2位だ。彼女は調査部が保護する。
Do you have that authority?
命令を受けています。
君たちは彼女を見て気づかないのか。きむした後でいっぱいじゃないか。
She's not well. Yeah.
彼女を直ちに 入江機関本部へ移送し、発症レベルの検査に入る体制を準備させるよう。
True. I mean, she probably was exposed to some level of it.
ジローさん
Nah.
ジローさん
You're lonely, aren't you? No, I don't think she should be coddled. I'm glad she's alive at least. Because then who learns?
流しのお祭りなのです
Yeah, let's enjoy it. The last performance. The last time she'll ever have to do this. At least for this time. It'd be some shit if we get to see the next year's festival.
いいか早く起きないと遅刻してしまいますわよ
Whole new world now. We did it.
ご飯が食べられませんわ
We actually made it to, what, June 20th? Or 1980th. Damn. We made it to July, finally.
遊びに行ってくるね
What?
ごめんな
Oh, what the hell?
あなた行きたい
We actually did go forward, huh?
行きたいそうならお行きなさい。うちは留守だけどお行きなさい。
She did grow up.
留守なの
Who? When is this?
お子様ランチの旗が。あ、ずるい。
Is this past or
私に内緒
future?
で後悔はしないのね。なんで後悔するの教えてあげないわ。
Huh. She influencing the past.
大丈夫だよ。お姉ちゃん、お父さんとお母さんが一緒だもん。
Yeah. She tried to save her. So that happened the same.
これで私、幸せになれるのかな。みよこ
They didn't die? I'm confused. Fuck this show, dude. Everything just seemed like it wrapped up, and then it's just, of course, just when I think I didn't have any more questions, it hits me with that at the end. Well, that was Higurashi. I can only guess. From what I remember, she wasn't with them when they were on the bus, right? Because she like goes to the hospital later and they're both dead. This time they survived. So did she change history in some way? So what? Like now Rika, she got older obviously, but then she went back in time somehow? Again, I'm sure this is probably answered in some other stuff, or at least delved into. I guess I'll have to see. But in terms of an ending to this crazy story, that was an ending. You know, that feels like the end. At the very least for this story, you know, that's been set up for, with just everything with Rika and going into this, it's like, yep, that's the end. She made it past that day. We finally made it to July. We've surpassed the endless June. I am curious to see just what else is delved into in future stuff. I imagine then, like in some of the stuff going forward, it's just like a new antagonist or something, like maybe something more supernatural, which in that case, I don't necessarily like that. I feel like whatever they do going forward from here, it's something different, which I like it just being this. Again, just for the reaction series, that's why I'm ending it here, just because in terms of the story, I liked it. For how complex it seemed and what it was setting itself up for, it really wasn't that complex. And that's ultimately my biggest praise for it, is just I loved that whole thing. Or like it sets itself up from the beginning, it's just like, oh, it's this like supernatural stuff with demons and like psychological shit and all this, and it's like, nope, it's just this strange disease and this government, this like testing ground for this biological weapon. You know, again, I talked about it as I was watching it. It's like it took me back to like those peak Attack on Titan moments where it's just when you're in the thick of it at the beginning, it's just like all these questions and you just sort of accept it's like, I guess this is just how the world is. You know, it's like, what are the Titans? You know, they just are just these creatures that exist that eat people, but then you go further and further into it. It's just like, it's more complex, but it's also not as complex as you think. As you get more and more answers, it's like, oh, but I do really enjoy it. I like that it is grounded in that way. Still didn't necessarily get an answer for what Hanyuu is. I mean, she is Oyashiro, she's God. I would honestly like to see a thing where it's Rika first experiencing the loop, where it's like the first time through, like she really experiences that, and then, you know, just seeing what happens, her trying to stop it. But like I would have honestly liked to see, because there was a line she said where just like, Keiichi, there was 2 or 3 times in these loops that I've done where you never never moved to Hinamizawa, and those were some of the darkest ones. And honestly, I kind of would have liked to see that. The ending just felt like, despite this arc being the longest one, the festival music arc, that was like half the season. It felt really quick, I'm gonna be honest. Overall, I think I definitely enjoyed season 1 more than season 2, but I mean, to be fair, that's just more like kind of the sadistic side of me that just kind of enjoys more of that darker, gritty story. Just in terms of how events played out, it felt a little squeaky clean, but to be fair, it's kind of what I wanted. You know, everyone got to go home. No one died on either side, really. Everyone got their happy endings. And I don't know what the fuck Rika's become now. She is what Hanyuu is, maybe, or something. Unless that isn't Rika, like maybe that's a different Furude. But this series was really fun to do. I mean, it won the poll, so I'm glad that this is what won, because I did start watching this show like in my own time, and then when I found myself like really being into it and like kind of discussing with myself as I was watching it, that's when I had to put a pause to it and be like, I'm gonna wait. I think I'm gonna actually react to this, and I'm glad I decided to do it, because there was a lot of discussion, a lot of theorizing. It's gonna be really fun now to really rewatch season 1, knowing the answers, like knowing what it all means, knowing the truth, what to believe. Though a little bit of the magic is lost, it still is really good. It's just like, that is really what I was missing from this season, was like the horror. Because season 1 definitely had that. Just because, I mean, again, there's mystery, there's drama, like you don't know really what's going on, so it can lean into that horror more. Whereas with this, it's like you're getting answers, you're finding out shit. It's like, it's not really scary, it's a parasite. This was the season of answers, whereas the first season was the season of gore and horror and all that stuff. It was necessary. But yeah, the poll is currently up. Of course, by the time you're seeing this on YouTube, it's probably already been decided what will be next. But in terms of my next reaction series, the ones in contention are, of course, Monogatari, Hunter x Hunter, and what has replaced Higurashi on the poll, Darling in the Franxx, as well as Ghost in the Shell. But yeah, Higurashi overall probably wasn't my favorite series that I've done, but there were a lot of those moments that just, it lended itself to these discussions, to these videos, that just, it was fun. Of course, like these ended up being longer just because, of course, I was shoving 2 episodes into one, because just having one episode, a lot of the times it wasn't enough, just because if I did just one episode at a time, the episodes themselves would have been probably like 5 minutes long. So it's like, just do 2 at once. And plus, some of the episodes that really had a lot in them ended up being a lot longer. Of course, thank you to the patrons as well. We got a good amount of patrons for this series. Pretty soon, I'll be jumping into the next series, just because we're not as far ahead on videos as I would like to be, but whatever it may be, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun. This series, it really was fun. It was creepy. It was good. The characters, I loved it. I loved the different twists and turns, the plot twists. I loved it. Overall, though I would give different scores for Higurashi 2006 and Higurashi Kai, average score, I would give it like an easy 9 out of 10. Where it does kind of lose some points is kind of the ending here a little bit, just because some stuff here and there I didn't really jive with, but overall, it was still really good. Another series in the books, another one I can scratch off the poster. But either way, this was my reaction series to Higurashi and Higurashi Kai. Let me know what you thought about my series down in the comments below, and join me for many other videos of the sort, by the future anime reactions, reviews, gameplay, and everything else that'll be coming out soon. So thank you all for joining me on this. I'm Lancer. Thanks for watching.